us now is a man you may have seen earlier in our newscast from yesterday, making his way across the country, Noah Coughlan. Thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So tell us what you're doing.
This is the 5th run across America in 15 years. This is called Run for America, a tribute to the American people, finishing the final 14 states. Now I have 7 left, and in order to make the July 4th finish, I have to go through the Northeast in winter, and that's what brings me to Erie, Pennsylvania with negative 15 degrees.
Heck of a time to do it.
Yeah, how has the weather been treating you? I know you got kind of held up a little bit up in like Western New York, Westfield area, because it's just been so cold. How have you been handling the elements here?
I've been pretty good, you know, overall. Once I kind of went through Maine, Vermont, and New Hampshire, I'm glad I didn't get stranded with a lot of snow and everything. Western New York or Eastern New York was great. And then it wasn't until I got closer to the lake that just started getting the lake weather started getting me. So, but overall, pretty good.
Definitely. You know, we understand you're timing it to, you know, try to be all done by the time 4th of July rolls around. How do you plan like the roadmap of sorts and sort of when you go where and what that looks like?
Yeah, very unique run, like I said. So in a position to finish the 50th state. I'm choosing Hawaii to finish it on July 4th. So I backtracked, and when you have to look at the weather, and I've done 4 runs like this before, and no matter where you go across America, you are going to hit some sort of heat, humidity, winter. So it was my choice to come through here. So I had to backtrack Hawaii in July, Alaska in June, which is going to be 60 degrees, still good. And then you go May for these Northwest states. So I backtracked it all the way, and my eyes got really big when I said, I got to go around the Great Lakes in January and February.
First time seeing the Great Lakes?
First time seeing Lake Erie. I've driven up here before, but not on foot. Having a great time. Everybody in Pennsylvania has been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, how's it been, you know, because I've been following you on Facebook, and, you know, I see all of these folks just coming out and saying hi and rooting you on. And, you know, I know you kind of have a time frame to keep. So how are you squeezing all this in? Because you talk to everyone.
Absolutely. Like I said, it's a tribute to the American people, right? And pushing a jogging stroller, big American flag. And it's a message of unity, you know, that we have a lot more in common than we do apart. And when you bring everybody to the table there, everybody from school children to World War II vets, everybody gets to be a part of the story. So it's pretty special. You'll see a few law enforcement escorts. And I just think that's the great thing about it. And people are brave in the cold to come out and enjoy meeting the people of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Awesome.
Where did this come from?
Yeah, like how did you, what made you want to do this?
Were you like Forrest Gump and I just started running?
You know, this started back in 2011. Originally, I wanted to do a run to help out 2 friends of mine who had a rare brain disease. And so did that initially, San Diego to Jacksonville, Florida. And 2 years later, did it again to help more families on a different route, San Francisco to Boston. As it grew bigger, 2 years later, I ran for 35 million Americans with rare diseases, which is 1/10 of the population. Just kept going. I knew I could use a run to make a great impact, right? 8 years went by until I came back to do another run, wanted to pay tribute to our World War II veterans, because there's only about 50,000 left. That was Seattle to Miami. And then I looked at the map about a year and a half ago. I said, I've come this far, 14 states left.
Why not?
Why
How
not
can I do it?
Why not?
All 50.
How are you handling your newfound celebrity?
Well, I don't use that word for myself, but it's pretty interesting. I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
And but energy and you know, energy goes both ways. Yeah. Right here. And so if they're inspired, I'm inspired by them, and it's pretty fun to see it all unfold.
And real quick, you're doing Route 20, right?
Going Route 20 down to Girard.
Yeah. So Girard, West County, Fairview, Girard, Lake City, Springfields. Get ready. Get out there and root this guy on.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Thank you for coming. We appreciate you.
And we'll send it over now to our GMA First Look.
Stay warm.
Thank you.